Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Crypto Traders Arena, weekly crypto review, our Sunday show. I guess today's 9th of April, and I think this is our 14th one. So we're 14 weeks into the year, and today is also a holiday, so happy Easter to everyone that's celebrating that. And maybe we'll have a little smaller. Seems like there's a few less people in the room right now, but we also forgot to post the link on time. So I'm sure people will be popping in, but nonetheless, it's a holiday. So, we want to keep our consistency. So we're still making a show today. And of course, these are always, recorded for later. So you can always come and watch this thing back later in the week if you want. And hey, Stefan and Asta's in here, and Dania, I don't know. I don't think I've seen your name before, but welcome. So anyway, here we are. Getting started today. I think I'm here with Paul J. Are you here today, Paul?
Hello. Yeah,
Hello.
I'm here.
Cool. So Paul's here with us, and I guess I'll probably start with the usual, just kind of going through some charts real quick, and then of course he'll get into the altcoins we're kind of chopping through each week, trying to do basically 5 every week. And we just basically started with the top of the market cap, and then we've been working our way down, and we've probably gotten through a good 60, 70 names now, I guess. Kind of boring week in altcoin land, to be honest. There's really nothing too exciting. I actually didn't get any doubles off, so that's is what it is. I think this is only the second week, though, this year that I haven't had a double to report, so I think I'm doing pretty good, banging out some doubles here and there on this sort of altcoin investment plan. Seems to be going along smoothly. Just basically the same story. This year is accumulation year. We're trying to buy these things cheap and hopefully sell them down the road once the cycle gets going. So anyhow, welcome back. It looks like YouTube's up and running, and everybody's. I hope everybody can hear me, and it looks like the audio is okay, but if my audio ever sucks, let me know, because I don't necessarily go back and watch these later. I don't even like to hear myself talk. So if the audio is messed up, please DM me and let me know so I can correct any issues. Anyhow, let's see. I got Bitcoin up right now. I'm going to start with DXY, but actually before that, I wanted to start with a little bit of a disclaimer, because I was thinking about, we just don't really do a disclaimer in a I guess we should do that. I'm not a big fan of just saying not financial advice. It's kind of dumb. We're not giving financial advice, clearly. We're just showing what we're doing. But my disclaimer would be more like, I really hope that anybody that watches this stuff and listens to me or Paul or anybody, I hope they know that they need to make their own decisions with their money. And as much as like we hopefully provide value. I mean, hopefully what I'm saying is valuable to somebody, but you can't just listen to me. You got, this trading game, you have to. It's just key that you figure this out for yourself, and you step up to the plate for yourself. You can't rely on other people for this, because at the end of the day, it's your money, and you're responsible for anything you do in the market. And further to that, I would highly recommend being suspicious of listening to idiots on YouTube, including myself. Be careful getting sucked in. I mean, I know that I just see the drama always playing out on Twitter and YouTube, and I see how easily people get sucked into all this nonsense, and I'd be careful to do that, especially people that are out there really hyping stuff, or just seem to have like sort of moon boy mentality. I mean, if anything, I think that we just, with this show, we're actually just showing you what I think to be the almost simplest and easiest way to build a trading plan that you can take advantage of the cyclical nature of the crypto markets, and with the simplest amount of planning and simplest time, you can create a plan that's proven itself to work over the last couple cycles, to me. And I think that if you just take the time to learn some basic technical analysis, and if you take the time to create a plan and make sure that you have the emotional and psychological ability to follow that plan, then this is I think this is a great place to start, in a way that you can make some money in this market without really getting sucked into any of this drama. Of course, like, this whole plan's designed to not buy the top and, not sell the bottom, for that matter. And really your plan should protect you from making those type of mistakes. And so that's my disclaimer. So that is financial advice in a way. The financial advice here is make your own decisions with your money. Be careful listening to idiots on YouTube, and build a trading plan that keeps you out of trouble. So I'm not telling you what to buy, and I'm just showing you what I'm buying. And of course, we're going through all these coins. We just started at the top, and we're going through them, and we're not even doing fundamental analysis. If you have good fundamental knowledge of crypto, you could probably make better decisions than us on which coins to buy. But we're focused on the technical aspect of this analysis, and that's enough for me to build a basket of these coins. And I trust in my setup for this, so I'm basically, most of my energy is in technical, not fundamental analysis. That's just me. I'm not saying you have to do that. Anyhow, that's my my crappy disclaimer, which I never do. I never really remind people that this isn't this isn't just some fucking shill. And I don't really shill anything or at all. I don't. You'll never find me like trying to suck people into some sort of like FOMO type mentality here. If anything, I'm really conservative, and I actually take really slow risk into this. Like every week, I think I said I just nibble my way in. You'll see I like to take multiple bids, and I try to just sort of average my way into these things. I take my current plan doesn't even allow me to go 0.25 to 5% is like sort of where I'm at right now early in the year. Like I'm not going to take much more risk per asset on these, because I do expect to hopefully catch some doubles out early in the year, but also know that I might not, and I might just have to hold these things underwater even a little bit while this year kind of goes. And then later in the year, as things get, as I do get more bullish and I start seeing things like moving average, weekly moving average crosses to show that uptrends are starting across most of the market, and I get a little more bullish, I'll probably, then I'll start upping my investments a little bit. But for now, I'm just taking it slow, super conservative. I'm not going all in on any of these things, and I think that level of patience will pay off in the end for me. So anyway, that's my rant there. Let's go through the things I talked about. I've basically talked about every week. I want to just start with the DXY. It just seems like a good place to start. The weekly level, the trend's still down. Speaking of moving averages, I'll put those on really quick. You can kind of see, these are the sort of trend, this is like TRI, kind of 13 EMA, 30 MA cross. It's good weekly trend identifier, and you can see the cross is pointing, these moving averages are basically pointing down. The weekly trend is down on the DXY, and that's enough of, even on just on a weekly chart, that's enough analysis for me to say, yeah, okay, we popped up into 38.2 here and immediately just topped out with this kind of empire top, fractal top here, and it's just been down ever since. And that happened right around the 13 EMA, which you'll see. Usually I expect resistance right here when once the cross happens. And in fact, I have a day trading setup that just basically would sell this tag here of the 13 EMA. So yeah, trend is down, but we are getting down to the bottom of the range of this little range. This was basically a dead cat bounce up into 38.2 and then got rejected. And we're just kind of oscillating around the 50% level here. Of this massive uptrend. And of course you can hear all the dollar FUD. I mean, it's everywhere. Like people are just hammering the dollar on YouTube and Twitter and stuff. And that's fine. There's no reason to, I mean, that's a reasonable take, I suppose, for the most part. But when I see this, I actually start getting interested down at the bottom of this range here. So I have to at least think that maybe there's going to be some sort of bottom coming in here. And if I go to like a daily chart, I'm going to get rid of those moving averages. You can see that, this dead cat bounce established a range here, and now we're at the bottom of the range. We actually tagged 88.6 or just above it, and we're in basically a dead cat bounce off 88.6. I talked about this gap, which we did fill, so we did end up getting down into that gap, and then we actually bounced and filled the next gap to the upside right here. And so we're just sort of in this is like a mini dead cat bounce just in this downtrend. No W here, no bottom. We're in a RLZ. And we're, just a little bit above 78.6 right here. So it is a good location for a long. So, I mean, I'm thinking about a potential long here. I like to trade the UUP ETF, the options on that thing. And I don't know if I can see if I see a bottom come in here, then I might be interested in taking along. Right now, I think it's still too early. And if anything, I kind of expect this thing to roll over one more time. Like these two candles, the last 2 days, that's like a tweezer top almost, I think is what it's called. I don't really use those in my trading, but those look bearish to me. It's like they tried to push price up 2 days in a row and just left these wicks to the upside. And really, if they tick below there, that's a kind of bearish pattern to me. But I would expect price to actually dump down to a new low, and then maybe we get some sort of W. And the reason why is because like MACD here, you could argue that is sort of a W and a divergence in here, but that's pretty weak. I don't like MACD divergences like that. I'd really like to see this thing kind of make a real W and then a divergence. And now, a move to a new low will actually set up the, lower low here to create a bullish divergence. So that's what I'm thinking on DXY. Now, DXY does like to V-bottom, like especially like right here. So maybe we just shoot up. But I wouldn't be surprised to see it roll over to one more low. And my thinking behind that is also RSI did not get oversold yet. So I'd like to see RSI dip into oversold and then the MACD divergence come in before I think a bottom's in. And I think last week I basically said that in my notes, and my my outlook last week was still bearish but looking for a bottom. And today I just have dead cat bounce off of 88.6 and I'm looking for that rollover, and my outlook is still bearish because the trend, especially the weekly trends, is very much down. But possible bottom. So no trade here for me, but I might have a trade against the lows here. Now, of course, if we lose these lows and zoom out a bit, really we only hit the 50% level. So the sort of macro reload zone is way down here at 98 or 99. So if we do lose that low, then we probably will dip down into this reload zone. So that's kind of the make it or break level here. We'll just have to see. And of course, if this continues lower, maybe we get a little more uppy in crypto, in the stock market, or Bitcoin especially, and that's the sell in May thing. So I don't know, like if this scenario does play out, that'll probably push us down and let let risk on have a little bit of breathing room here into May, and then this thing bottoms and pushes higher as the stock market rolls over, which I think is kind of, I don't know, that seems like that's kind of the thesis I'm running on right now, and that shows up in like the SPY too, like not a lot of change. Well, on a weekly basis, we just basically put in a doji this week, which is kind of like the dojis are in Bitcoin, obviously. I'll get to that in a minute. And then now you're seeing it here, just sort of indecision weekly candle in the SPY. Last week I talked about the bearish key reversal got invalidated. Now we're just sitting here in a doji, and we did fill this gap now. So there's one gap that did get filled. But we're just pushing higher, really. I think this candle is an indecision candle, but I still like this ABCD up into the reload zone. We'll see if it can get up there or not before this whole May thing. This bearish MACD div is confirmed, so that's already in. And then also I think, OBV is just trending down here on this weekly chart. It's not really W'd here. It actually made a lower low there, and then it did bounce, but no W's here, and RSI also is just kind of waffling around the 50 level. So not a lot in the indicators except for this MACD div on the weekly level, which has been confirmed now on this dump. So definitely doesn't, and again, like in my notes here, I think last week I said, yeah, kind of middle of the range, but cautiously bullish. This week is a doji, and my outlook here is still middle of the range and cautiously bullish heading into the sell in May window. So I do think we could either, sideways or pushing up into the next few weeks is kind of what I'm thinking. Or let me go back there and just look at the daily chart really quick too. Not a lot to say about the daily chart. I mean, we did last week, I talked about pushing up into this M top here. So we're at the top of this range here. So, I mean, I guess short location in the short term is reasonable. But I mean, I see a lot of uppy here. I mean, the MACD div came in back here and is still pushing higher. RSI didn't get overbought yet, and it's still pushing higher. And OBV is also still pushing higher. And we actually had a W in OBV, and it's just pushing higher. So, I mean, I think that stock market's still just kind of grinding up here a little bit. No short signal yet, just location for short on a daily time frame. But zoomed out, I don't think location's particularly good for shorting, actually, because we are just in the middle of the range. You can see the 50% levels right here. So we're basically just sitting in the middle of the range from the top. And the NASDAQ's sort of similar, but more bullish, I'll just leave the NASDAQ at that. I think last week I said bullish. I talked about tech being bullish. at least in the stock market, it seems like the money's flowing into tech right now, and I like this ABCD pushing up higher. So I still think that's on the on the dailies. MACD didn't make a divergence here, so we're still pushing higher on MACD. Also RSI pushing higher, not overbought yet, and OBV pushing higher. So I think relatively bullish still. I again still bullish heading into sell in May. I mean, this is basically, I think April's gonna, I think April's a generally good performing month if you go back and look at the history of the stock market. And so I don't think there's any real reason to think we won't just kind of grind a little higher or at least sideways into May. But then on the other side of that, that's where I think we should start thinking about everything rolling over. I suppose you could argue there's a larger MACD div that's sort of in potential, nothing near confirmed. Same with RSI. So there is, as we push to a new high here, we are losing momentum on sort of wider zoomed out scale. So that also just kind of speaks to that May thing. It'll probably take a little while for this to play out. There's no confirmation on the divs yet. And yeah, last week bullish, this week still bullish heading into May for that. The VIX, I'll just mention really quick. There's not a lot to say about it, but it is just pushing lower. Like I talked about last week, how we'll probably, this to me says that the market's, the participants in the market aren't freaking out right here. There's no like panic feeling and like sell the lows, panic, get the fuck out type thing. As the VIX keeps pushing lower, that they're relatively happy. So I have this line down at the gap, and I if we do get down that far, that's probably where you're like, okay, maybe it's a good time to buy puts on the stock market. But until we see like any kind of W here, I don't think the panic is in at all. I think everybody's relatively feeling good about the market, regardless of all the macro stuff, which is kind of funny because the macro outlook's pretty ugly, but yet people still seem to be, relatively happy here. Again, I think this is just that sort of heading into May thing. So start looking out once we, as this thing pushes lower here, we'll see where we're at next week. Maybe it loses this low here and actually gets down against the lows. But until then, I don't see the market rolling over just yet. Get into Bitcoin. Bitcoin's like the most boring thing ever. I did see like a chart of like outperforming assets over. It's funny if you can find those charts where, Bitcoin has just wildly outperformed every asset over the last decade, which is cool and not a huge surprise with the runs it's had. But I can't remember. I saw that on Twitter. I wish I would have saved it because it's pretty phenomenal how much it's outperformed year to year. It's only had a couple down years really in the last in its whole since its creation. But right now, the last few weeks has been like about as boring as it gets. We're putting in our third doji here. So again, remember dojis are just like indecision, no real direction here. The last 3 weeks, we've just been kind of stuck here in this little range. Been super hard to trade for lower time frame traders. I think anybody that's in there trying to scalp right now is probably getting chopped up a bit. Not that easy trading. But on the weekly, it's still sort of the same story. The head and shoulders is still active. The target's way up here at the 38.2 range, 35,000. So it's still definitely on the table to shoot up in there. In fact, Paul was just saying he kind of expected at least to pop up to like 30 before it rolls over. And I think that's, we'll see if this thing breaks up or down, but definitely consolidating right now and just kind of lulling everybody to sleep. But 38.2 is up here. Also, this resistance here at like 33,000. So I could see it shooting up into here. But currently, we're just kind of stuck where we are. And on the daily chart, you'll see that we're up into this resistance here. And then also, you could just draw a line off of that low there. And you'll kind of see where we're stuck at the moment, which is just that key level there. Which also shows up on the daily as an M right here. And weeklies, there's nothing in these indicators except for this OBV divergence, which is pretty powerful. So yeah, there is momentum. OBV momentum's pushing price to the downside, I'd say. That's a confirmed M and divergence. I like to see RSI at least get overbought for a second there. It hasn't quite yet. So, and then MACD kind of, does have potential divergence, but it's not there yet, but you can see the M coming in. So I guess you'd have to, looking at these, I'd say, well, there's nothing. Well, this is confirmed, so that is a pretty big bear signal to me on the weekly. But that kind of, I still think a move down to this neckline, just a check of this is likely. Like usually with the head and shoulders, I would expect a pop up, then like a Wyckoff check of the neckline before it moves higher, but we'll see. Doesn't necessarily have to happen that way. On the daily chart, this conversation is still the same. We came up into the ABC target last week. We had already gotten up in there, and this is that M I was talking about, right here. So we're just sitting against that resistance, and it's just in like, it's just you can see the triangle consolidation here. So there's just been nothing happening in Bitcoin for the last almost 2 weeks now. It's been pretty, just been consolidating, and the indicators on the daily don't show a lot of information. It's like OBV is just kind of flatlining here. See if I can drag that around. I don't know why OBV drives me crazy, but you can see OBV just flattening out here. It's like doing nothing, and you can see the volume's just gone to nothing. I don't know. The volume has just disappeared here the last week or two. But RSI technically is in confirmed bearish divergence, and then MACD's just pushing to the downside, but not really in divergence. So it's kind of like momentum sorted to the downside, but I don't know. We're just sort of stuck here. And if anything, I was looking at Bollinger Bands because I think this is kind of cool. Daily Bollinger Bands are getting pretty squeezed right here. We've kind of, you can see the consolidation really well here as as the bands come tight together. And of course we're sitting right at the mean here. So there's no setup here for the Bollinger squeeze in my opinion, but not yet at least. And usually with these things, like oftentimes you have like a fake out. So it'll like break to one side, close outside the bands, and then rip to the other side. That's a very common occurrence with these Bollinger Bands, but nonetheless, that's a pretty tight squeeze. The last time we had, this squeeze was tighter back here for the real breakout from the bottom. You can kind of see how like we're almost like right here right now where price came up against the mean, the bands got tight, and then it had to kind of like work its way out, and it actually did that fake out I was talking about. But this is like a double fake out. It broke out, tried to break the squeeze, and then ripped to the other side down. And then it took a while to get into this super tight squeeze. So we're not into this kind of squeeze yet. Like if it might be that we have to go sideways and just tighten the bands up. But you can see what happened on the other side of this. If we do get into that kind of tight squeeze, then I would expect some volatility on the other side. And really, I expect volatility. Wherever this thing breaks, it's going to probably be a pretty big move because we are in tight enough of a squeeze to be valid. Like you can kind of see back here, that's a bigger squeeze, but you could still see the M came in right off the mean, and then it just, that's sort of a classic Bollinger breakout. And even here, we got in the squeeze, broke out to the downside, and here broke out to the upside. So anyway, interesting to watch. We'll just have to see if these bands start, what happens when these bands do break out. I like Bollinger Bands, so that's cool to watch. And the dailies, it takes a while for these daily squeezes to come in. And in my notes, I think last week I had my general outlook was a little nosebleedy up here and into resistance, but I was still cautiously bullish. Again, still kind of relatively bullish heading into May. This week it's just kind of boring, all the shit I just explained. Plus, and I just said my general outlook here is pullbacks are buying opportunities, but it's kind of dangerous right here. So I mean, if I was trading, if I wanted to trade this, I would be looking for, as like a daily. If I was trying to invest in this, I would think that a pullback at least into this neckline could set up longs. But right here, I think it's pretty dangerous to go buy this and expect to not, you might catch this breakout. Like I think Paul was saying, pushed it. He was kind of thinking of push up into 30 here and then dump, and that's likely. So if you bought it here, you might be, you might be into some. Into the profit a little bit, but the chances of this dumping down into this 25 level seems pretty likely. So just be aware of that. And let's see, I'll try to move through these a little quicker. Ethereum, get rid of these Bollinger Bands, but Ethereum ripped up to 88.6. It actually just, this classic 88.6, it pushed into the top of the range here. It was, last week it was in the reload zone here, and then ripped up kind of, I think that was even on Sunday or Monday, but ripped up into 78.6 and got rejected immediately. So this is good short location for sure, but you can kind of see how it just didn't have the oomph to get outside of the range. So we're still in this big range. And with this 88.6 rejection, that kind of makes me think that this is just a fake out. This breakout was a fake out to the upside, and now we'll probably just have to come back down into this range and play around a bit. This is a 3-bar top, but no M. And I'm starting to see the news. I don't know when the unlocking is for the next Ethereum upgrade, or I don't know the exact details of that, but I'm starting to see everybody talking about a bunch of Ethereum becoming unlocked, and you can kind of see the machine starting. This is sort of like either FUD or FOMO or whatever it's going to be is starting to happen. And personally, I would just follow the charts. And I think if anything, like pullbacks are buying opportunities. So if there's any kind of dump through that event, I think there's likely to be like a sell, sell the rumor, buy the news type thing. And so, maybe we get a dip that's buyable into that event. But I don't think Ethereum's going to zero or anything. I've seen people saying some crazy stuff. But the charts don't really lie. Like there's a couple, one, location is good for price to roll over. We're above the reload zone, and we actually hit 88.6 and backed off. And also there's a very nice defined MACD divergence here that's confirmed now, especially, on the close today. If that stays red, then we actually have a confirmed div through the 50 line. So I guess technically the divergence isn't confirmed until today, because yesterday we actually broke this little high here. So the M is actually not in yet until today. So we'll have to see what happens today. But if we close, like this today, then that's basically an M through the midpoint in a divergence. So you can see that happening. RSI actually isn't. Well, RSI is very, very close, but technically it looks like it broke to new highs. So we're not in divergence right there. And we're also not overbought. So I like to see MACD divergences come in when RSI's hit overbought, like back here. As much as this divergence didn't really play out, I do still like the M came in with RSI also overbought. That's just sort of how I like to see it. But nonetheless, that's sort of the bearish momentum there as we push to a new high in this like fake breakout here. And if anything, we came back down into support. So maybe it finds support here and can continue higher. But I wouldn't be surprised to see an M come in there along with this news or whatever. And maybe they dump price a bit into that event. We'll just have to see. I don't even know when that is. I think it's like 2 weeks away. Maybe somebody knows in the chat, but I don't know when that unlock happens, or maybe it's even in a few days. I don't actually know. But there is that news for Ethereum. It looks like somebody's saying, look at ETH BTC weekly chart. There's a tweezer candlestick example. Okay, cool. We'll look at that, because I was going to look at ETH BTC next. We'll look at the weekly first. I guess I didn't look at my notes on Ethereum, but that was basically really quick. I just said, it's still the same thing. Heading into this event drama, I'm kind of thinking it might be a sell the rumor, buy the news thing. But again, just also cautiously bullish into May in general. Pullbacks are buying opportunities kind of environment, in my opinion. Anyhow, ETH BTC weekly chart, tweezer. What is he saying? Tweezer candlestick example. I'm not sure. This is a weekly chart. I'm not sure exactly which. Or maybe you meant these right here. Just probably. I don't know exactly. I think of tweezers as just having like the wicks or the tails to the, like with the candle at the bottom. These are like dojis to me. I don't know if those are the ones you're talking about, but nonetheless, weekly. I'm still looking for this level down here. I talked about that the last couple of weeks. I kind of think a deeper dip into the reload zone is likely, and I like the confluence here off this W breakout and the ABCs down into the middle of the reload zone. Weekly chart doesn't really say much in the indicators. Everything's just sort of pushing down. We did get this bounce, like on the daily chart. We did bounce off Mountain Man here and did put in a W, and I remember I was talking about that last week. Actually, we hadn't broken out yet. I had mentioned this was kind of an ugly W, but I do think the trend is down, and you can see how we just kind of faked out to the upside right into this M top resistance here and backed off immediately. And now we're putting in a similar hammer to the ETH USD chart. But so we'll see if we Wyckoff check off this and can push higher. Definitely possible, but I'm still kind of looking at. I think it's likely we end up deeper into here, and maybe down here start setting altcoins up for better longs. I think it's just lower which you say lower highs and lower lows. So we're still in a bearish trend in general. This is just all M's here. This is a W, but right off Mountain Man isn't that strong in my opinion. I'd rather see the W down in here. So we'll see if it rolls over. Indicators are just, MACD's just sort of doesn't have a lot of information there for me. And same with RSI, just kind of in the middle of the range here. Not really divergences or M's or anything to work with. OBV does have this big divergence working. This big bearish divergence is still in play here, and we're actually we did bounce a little bit, but OBV is just still trending down. So I don't see any reason to think that we're bottomed here necessarily. We'll have to see what happens. Like, does it find support here and push higher? But I'd like to see it just roll over and get down in here. Anyway, we are riding shorts from the top, so we are okay. Stefan's talking about I don't know if he's talking about Ethereum or Bitcoin. I'm short Bitcoin right now, not Ethereum, but on the lower time frames. But it's just been sideways. Geez, I've been short Bitcoin all week. It seems like I think pretty much. So what's next? I don't really have a lot to say about Bitcoin dominance personally. I mean, I don't even use Bitcoin dominance that much, me personally. So I don't, all I can say is we're up at the top of this range, and it is putting in a hammer, and we'll see if it can break out of the range. I'll just leave it at that, because if it can, then that would be a change in the market state of this. But at the moment, we're just sort of slamming up into this top of the range area. And then that's pretty much all I have. I'm not that excited about altcoins this week. I didn't buy too much. So I don't really have anything to talk about in altcoins that's like exciting to me. The only thing I bought was this. I picked up this this pirate chain. I think I saw somebody, I don't remember who it was, but thanks for the idea. Just somebody was talking about it, and really it's kind of, you can see the weekly W here, and I just bought the weekly W. It's basically sitting right at that level now. So, it's all dojis, but you can see the tight little weekly W here. That was enough for me, just because my setup likes to see OBV to come in first, and you can kind of see the OBV divergences in here. Oh my God, these indicators are driving me freaking crazy. I'm just trying to make OBV bigger. I don't know what it is. It's like my favorite indicator these days, but it drives me insane because it's never it's just always all over the place on the chart. But anyway, you can see the W here in OBV down here, but that's actually in divergence too, because its price was, especially with this dip to a new low, where price was grinding to lower lows, and OBV put in a W and broke out. So we have that's like the first thing I look for in these altcoins for my setup here. OBV W's and divergences came in, and then now we just put in a cheeky little W, and clearly you can see we're at the bottom of the range here, and there's tons of upside. So that's the only thing I bought this week, actually, for my little nibble strategy. So that's something to think about, and actually made me think about privacy. This is a privacy coin, and I was talking about XMR last week, and then I went and bought this, and I kind of like the idea of buying privacy coins right now, just because of like the CBDC stuff that's coming down the pike this year, and I like the XMR chart, so I kind of decided I'm just going to do some dollar cost averaging on XMR. Let's look at the Binance chart, because there's not a lot of, I did talk about this last week, but just I'll end with this before Paul jumps on. There's a big wide weekly W here, which is in a reload zone, and the OBV is just like cranking higher. It's been for some time, and I like the idea. I don't have a lot of XMR, and I started thinking I would just kind of dollar cost average this thing as it does roll out. I do expect some sort of like long bottom to come in here, and we are a little bit. We're like in the middle of the reload zone, but there is still a lot of downside. It's funny, there's not a lot of freaking history on here either. I think I was looking on Kraken. That's where there's a lot more history. Yeah, there you go. So as much as we're in the reload zone and near 78.6, there still is a lot of downside. So I don't know. This thing might have to go lower, but I just thought I would start accumulating a little bit more XMR here. So I think I'm just going to buy a little bit every week, sort of dollar cost averaging thing, as long as we stay, as long as we stay probably below, basically down in these levels here. I don't want to chase it. If it starts taking off here and breaks to new highs, I don't want to chase it up there, but I don't mind just kind of nibbling at it here. I've already got some nibbles down in this tail, and the weekly W's in. I think I first bought this breakout level too, so that's just all I'm really doing. But I like the idea of buying some privacy coins, and then it just turns out I bought that pirate chain too, which I think is like a spinoff of KMD, and KMD also was showing some bullishness recently. Kind of backed off a bit, but KMD's had a weekly W working for a while here, and I'm actually long off that level too. Anyhow, but so I got those are 3 privacy coins you might think about if you're interested in that. And this has a nice weekly W. Probably will come back and test that level. So that's about all I have to say on altcoins. I don't really have. I mean, Paul's gonna go through the ones that we're talking about today, and if you're around, Paul, you could jump on if you'd like. I think that's about all I have to say.
Thank you, Kevin.
Sure.
I'll just get straight to the point.
Let me find your chart here.
Yeah. I'll wait.
Yeah, you're good. Let me just get you on full screen. Yeah, you're good to go.
Yeah, sounds nice.
Cool.
So a lot of people, they are asking me where to find this spreadsheet. It's on the Discord. Weekly crypto review. You have a channel there. You have the spreadsheet. You have the YouTube videos. You have some levels, some explanations. So just join the Discord, the free part. Look for the channel, and you'll find the spreadsheet. Yeah. Some people this week asked me about this spreadsheet, where they can find it. It's pretty easy. Just go on Discord and look for the channel Weekly Crypto Review. You can even make a copy if you want. You have that possibility. It's a complete plan. Follow it if you like. This is not financial advice, so it's 100% up to you if you want to use this plan or to use what the levels in this plan. Now let's go to the altcoins we have this week. So we have 5 coins. Let's start with the first one. This one is Kava. So as you can see, up and down, at least we managed to stop going straight down, and we're starting to go sideways on this one. Yeah, I don't consider this one a weekly W. We didn't close above this level. If we look at the indicators, MACD is bullish. We have some bullish divergence. RSI is trying to go above 50 line, but not yet. Wheelie was oversold. I like that. I like the fact that OBV is looking strong. But where I should buy for the investment plan, where I should buy this one. If I'll put the volume profile, you can see the POC. Yeah, I don't have enough history. What I have on Binance, it's enough. So the POC is exactly at this level. I'm okay with that, but what I see on this one, I don't see a clear W. So if I don't see a clear W, I prefer to put a long reload zone, but on this one I prefer to see this level traded again. Yeah. So now we're 0855. I'm thinking this railroad tracks 2 candles pattern. I'm okay with thinking to buy at that level. My first buy, we can definitely go lower. So if I'll put a long reload zone, you can see 78.6. Let me zoom in a little bit. You can see 78.6 lines up pretty good with this 2-bar candle pattern. I'm thinking, I don't know, 70 cents could be a good level for us to think to buy this one with 0.5%. So 703. Okay, I'm okay with that. Let's just go and do a line. Red. And let's just go at round number. Yeah, you can see in the long reload zone. I'm okay to buy it at this level. I don't think we'll go higher without touching back in the long reload zone and do a nice W. Usually we get a nice W at 78.6, so I'm okay to buy this level. If the market will go even more down, it's possible, it's even probable to go down more. I'm okay with buying lower the other 0.5%. But for the moment, on this one, I'm okay to buy at this level. And let's just put a text 0.5%. Yep, this is my level for this one. I'm thinking we can go, if the Bitcoin will dump, definitely this one could go below these lows and then put another W. But that's why I buy only 0.5% on this one. At this level, I'm okay with buying that. We have some potential to the upside. You can see $9, so more than 10x from the first buying level. This one in the strong bull market could go above this high. So I'm okay to buy it at this level. You can see the last bear market, nice retest of this level. We are below the breakout point and the retest. So definitely worth a shot with 0.5%. Let's take a look at the next one. You can see on this one, I don't have the bear market, at least not on Binance. So what I can do now, I'm just putting the volume profile and let's see where the puck is. Now, at least on this one, we have some consolidation. We have some sideways movement. We are not straight from the downside move. If we put indicators, you can see OBV is up and down. I don't see a bullish divergence on this one. Nothing too exciting about this one in the indicators on weekly chart. But for little old lady, for road to financial freedom plan, looks okay. Definitely we have a good location to buy it. But where I should buy this one? I could think this could be an inverse head and shoulder and this to be the right shoulder. So if I want to buy it, the first thing I should do will be in this last move, yeah, to put a long reload zone. But still seems like I'm chasing this one, yeah. I'm chasing in the long reload zone, 4.6, $3.8. If we look at the all-time highs we have in the bull market, $60. I'll choose 78.6 on this one. Being the first buy, okay, I'll buy it at 78.6, maybe even a bit higher at $4. But I'll still have 0.5% to buy the other half of the percent if the market will go even lower. Yeah, so let's put this one at exactly $4. And let's put the text 0.5%. Some people will say no, will not go down there, will bounce and go up. Okay, I'll miss the boat then. And I'll wait for a clear W. But what I'm thinking, this year at least we'll get a retest of the lows. I don't think the market will go up without retesting and taking out these lows. I don't know that, so I have to be okay to buy in the long reload zone. Yeah, we are going sideways. So I'm okay to buy in the long reload zone. So 0.5 at $4 seems like a nice level for me. We have some potential to the upside. I don't have the entire history, but if this was the all-time high, $63, where we'll buy at $4, more than 10x, I'm okay. I need only a bounce from the $4 to the $8 level to get a free position. Yeah. After that, after I have free coins, doesn't matter. I'll just wait in the bull market to see what happens. So on this one, $4 seems like a good level. Indicators, I don't see anything special on them. They are just bouncing around following the price action. Nothing special on them. A small bullish divergence on. I don't know if it's a bullish divergence. Seems like equal lows here, but not anything impressive on indicators. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. This one on the fundamental side, I know some people, they are really bullish on the long run. I'm okay with that idea. You can see on Binance the start trading at this level, so above our price today price. But same idea. Let's put the volume profile, and you can see the volume profile. It's a bit lower. Yeah, we can consider this one a W, a weekly W. I don't like the fact that this is a lower low than this one, but still it's a W. We are in a sideways movement. We break out from this range, try to push higher, but back down in the range. So same idea. I like the OBV instead. OBV looks really nice. So what I can do on this one, keep in mind the volume profile, keep in mind the POC. What I can do, I just take the high, I'll take the low, as usual, nothing special. And I'll try to buy it at 78.6. You can see the POC. Yeah? So we'll probably go back. The POC will behave like a magnet. We'll probably go back at the POC. And I'm okay to buy this one at the POC. So 78.6 again, it's my buying level. Yeah, exactly in this area. Let's just remove the VPVR and just to see 1.69. I prefer 1.6, 1.5, 1.6, just to be a bit around there. Yeah, this will be my level. If the market will go and retest this initial move up, okay, I'll buy 0.5%, and I'll reassess after that to see where I'll put the other half of the percent in the market, where I should buy again. I'm okay to put my limit order here and just wait. I'm really okay with that. It's an investment plan. It's nothing to think about in short term. I have time to wait to get a feel. If the market will go up and higher without taking my level, I could draw a long reload zone from the low to the high, and I'll wait in the long reload zone again. But for the moment, this is my level, and I'm really okay with that. Okay, let's take a look at what we have on the next one. This one seems like we don't have enough history. I don't know too much fundamentals about this one. It's an altcoin, so you know, if the market will go up, probably this one will do the same thing. What I can do on this one, you can see, I don't see too much on that. Yeah? I don't see weekly Ws. I don't see anything. I don't have enough history to get a clear idea about OBV, RSI, or even MACD. So what I can do on this one, I'll just take the lows. Yeah? I'm okay to buy the all-time lows. If the market wants lower, okay, I'll find the next weekly W and I'll try to buy the breakout with the other half of the percent. So I'm okay with this one to buy it at this level. Kevin knows more about fundamentals, what is about with this coin. I know an altcoin could seem dead for months or even 1 year, and after that fast recovery could occur. What I need just a double, just to get a feel and then to sell half on a double. From that point, with free coins in my ledger or in my exchange, I'm okay with waiting until the top of the bull market and see what happens. Yeah, some of them they'll go to zero, but it's not a problem. With our plan, we are okay if some of them they'll go to zero. I don't have a problem with that. Okay, so this one I'll buy it at 67 cents, and then I'll reassess. If it will go lower, okay, I'll try to find the next weekly W. And the last one, Nexo, you can see on this one, nice move up. I don't have the history, probably had some history on the and other exchanges, but I'm okay with what I have on Binance. You can see from the straight down, we managed to get to the sideways movement. That looks nice. You can see the volatility is coming out from the market. That's a good thing. Let's see indicators. And the last move down, you can see a new low, a higher low on OBV. I like that. I don't have enough history on weekly chart to see what we have on MACD, but same kind of idea. You can see a low and a higher low on MACD. RSI is trending to the upside. I like that. So on this one, I should probably hunt the all-time lows from this consolidation. Yeah. So let's see where we have the lows, and I'll hunt in these levels. This is the low. I think this one. Let's just put a level. Yeah. 54 cents, 55 cents. Let's just call it 55 cents. Could be a good level to hunt on this one. Don't try to overcomplicate things. Just put a limit order where you see the probability the market to go, and just buy a small amount, wait for a sell half on a double, and just repeat the process in the bear market. When we'll change to the bull market state, then we'll change the approach. We'll not sell half on a double, we'll sell with house levels and then with the P-cycle top. But for the moment, we are still in a bear market, so risk management, little old lady strategy, selling half on a double and reloading is the best one we can do on in an investment plan. At least in my view. So this is my level for Nexo. We can definitely go lower. Yeah, I don't say we cannot go lower, but it's good enough. If I'll buy here until the next bull market, if this altcoin will not die, we'll definitely do at least a 10x or something like that. What I need is just to sell half on a double to get some free coins. Maybe if I could reload again, even better. But I'm okay with this level. That it's the 5 coins for this week. We already posted put them in the spreadsheet. I will update the charts and the levels after the live stream. So everyone, if you want this spreadsheet, you can find it on Discord. On the free part, we have a channel named Weekly Crypto Review, and you can find this spreadsheet in there with all the levels, everything you need. You have the plan. Yeah, so you have on this spreadsheet, you have the complete plan. You have the coins we have, you have the charts, you have the levels, if you got a feel or not. It's a complete spreadsheet. We have even statistics on this one. Yeah? If you want to trade against Bitcoin, you have something like that. Same idea. Statistics against Bitcoin. You can even log with your Binance account if you want. A read-only API. It's up to you. Some community members put a lot of time and effort to make this spreadsheet. So enjoy if you like it. Make a copy if you want. But a spreadsheet without a clear plan doesn't worth the time and effort to even copy it. So you need a clear plan. We have a plan. For us, works really nice for me, Kevin, and other guys. But up to you. So we do a giveaway. What do you say, Kevin? We'll do the giveaway and then we'll take a look at some requests.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, so this time we had fewer retweets. So more chances for DMAC. I don't know if he's here. I don't think so, but
Did DMAC give up on us?
no, maybe he's celebrating, but he'll watch the video. I saw him today on the Discord, so he's definitely around here. Okay, let's just pick a winner. We have 14 retweets. Okay, let's just make sure it's the right tweet. Yeah, seems right. Pick a winner, one winner, and let's hope the Mac will win. No? Or Marianne. Pick a winner, and the winner is Elvis. Not the Mac. Sorry, the Mac. Next time. We are just joking. I know he Yeah. So Elvis, you have a free month on Premium. If you are already a Premium member, you can choose a one-to-one with Kevin. It's up to you. Yeah. I'll try to contact you. If you can contact me, it's even better. Just send me a DM if you want a 1 month Premium membership or you want a 1 hour one-to-one with Kevin.
Yeah, cool. I like.
So Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I'm happy to do some one-on-ones. I've been doing them lately. It's pretty fun.
If you
So
have the right people, it's pretty fun. If you, you have difficult people, it's not so fun. But we usually have good people on the community. So, guys, I already pinned the tweet for today. So, if you want to win a 1 month premium membership or 1 hour one-to-one with me, Kevin or Stefan, just retweet this tweet and you'll have a chance to win. It's pretty simple. I didn't put too many conditions. Just a retweet. No tagging 3 people. No otherwise. You just need to retweet this one to to be eligible to win a 1 month premium membership. It's that simple. Just retweet it and watch the next episode to see if you won. So, I think today it's a holiday. I don't see too much interest in trading crypto. It's normal. We are still trading in next week. For me and Stefan, the holiday will start next week. So Monday and Tuesday we'll put some daily videos and we'll do the live stream. After that, we'll take a 1 week break, but we'll be back after that. So
nice.
let's see if we have some requests.
Oh yeah, and that Osmo, that's a Osmosis Dex. It's like a I think they were kind of like hyped last year, but I was hoping it would do better than it has. But it's like an inter blockchain connectivity or whatever Dex, so you can like I know Luna getting on it was a big thing, but then of course Luna got wrecked.
Yeah. In a
Yeah,
bear market, everything looks ugly.
but it's cool. The
In a
wallet's
top
cool.
of the bull market, in a top of the bull market, everything will be the best thing.
Yeah.
So let's buy it now, and let's see what will happen in the bull market. I don't want to think in the top of the why the fuck I didn't buy that one. So I don't
Yeah.
want that.
I mean, I think it's
So
likely
let's
to do
just
well. I
buy
mean,
it
it's
now.
basically it's Atom. You know, it's like it's connected to Atom. It's
Yeah,
in Cosmos
should
network.
be okay then.
And I have some shit coins yield farming on there and stuff that I haven't looked at in a while. They're probably like drastically down.
Yeah, but at least they have a working product, so that's good. It's definitely
I
something
like it. Yeah,
interesting
I
to buy.
like their
Yeah.
exchange. I like the platform.
Yeah, so if they have a working product, even better. I'll definitely buy some. I don't see any requests, so
But we
everyone
have
is celebrating.
polls, and then I don't know what's a zero. That's Stefan was saying.
No, I don't take requests from Stefan. He bugged me too much, so I don't. I will not take any requests from Stefan. But
But
I'll take a look
POLS,
at polls.
yeah, polls.
Yeah.
That's actually I think I
Yeah.
saw that. Did that pop recently or no? I guess not.
No, it's in a good location. I like it. So nice OBV. Really oversold a damn long time. I like it. Nice bullish divergence. Nice bullish divergence. I think. I don't know if it's a bullish divergence, but definitely nice W on RSI. Now below 50 line. But look at this OBV. Looks really strong. And nice bullish divergence on OBV. We are not in the straight down environment. We are trying to go sideways. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, the weekly
Even
W working.
we have a weekly W, so even better. Yeah, this is a weekly W, this one. And even got a nice retest of that weekly W. Pretty clean one. If you are lucky and you can get even lower, okay. Up to you. I'll prefer with this one. If I have a weekly W, pretty simple for me. Yeah, just it's an available area. Maybe if you can go on lower time frames, I don't know, daily chart and hunt for a W. You are in the long reload zone. You have a strong OBV, nice Willy, nice RSI. Let's go on daily chart and let's see what we have. Just for my curiosity. And let's see what we have. And you can see a W already in the long reload zone. Even you had an even smaller one. You can see this is a W, close to 78.6. And now it's retesting that W. Depending what do you want. If you want a trade, wait for a new W, my opinion. If you want with a little old lady, or if you want with our plan, then it's buyable. Yeah, you can buy even at the market price. You can buy a small nibble. You can wait at this low or at this low to have some limit orders. But on weekly chart, we have a weekly W, so definitely looks interesting. Potential, it's 44 cents, and the all-time highs was more than $5. You have a 10x until the all-time highs. So definitely in the right location to buy it on the long run. We are not framing a setup on the, I don't know, for a swing trade or for a day trade on this live stream, but definitely looks nice. I like the OBV, I like the location, I like the fact that we are not going straight down, we are in the sideways movement. It's possible to take this low, yeah, with a nice SFU setup, nice hunting the liquidity below this one, but that will be probably the bottom if you take the lows and then we'll bounce. So buy some here, buy some below, and have a limit order just at the lows. Could be a nice strategy.
Yeah, I actually have this one. I had to double check because I was getting it mixed up with PLS, but yeah, this is Polka Starter. I have this one. I bought that W. And didn't quite
nice.
get the double actually. Like he stopped short of my double in that first pump.
Yeah.
But
you probably bought the W on the wicks. You didn't buy at the candle bodies.
Yeah.
If you bought the candle bodies,
yeah,
you can get a double.
Yeah, I think down the road I'll still be good. Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, no, Marianne, you'll be ready for premium, yeah. But you have to keep retweeting until you'll win. You are in the same boat with with DMAC. Hello, Kota.
I did see you in the chat a lot, though.
Yeah. So I like this one. We have anything else? But not from Stefan, please don't. I'll not. I don't see the messages from Stefan. If it's a request, no. Stefan bugged me 1 year. I don't want to take any request from Stefan.
I saw people were banging out doubles on ERN, whatever that is, this week. I did notice like this weekend there was like coins were popping a bit, but nothing had any real staying power. Everything kind of just ramped up and backed off.
Yeah, we had some news on sushi. Let's just take a look at sushi. I just want to see sushi.
Yeah, sushi got like, I saw it was a white hack actually. Somebody white hacked sushi recently.
So let's take a look at sushi. What do you see here on sushi? I see a nice opportunity. You can see it at the bottom of the range. I like the OBV. Yeah, some hacks, white hack. Yeah, call it however you want, but it's just a manipulation in my view. But look at the OBV, look at the MACD, look at RSI, look at whatever you want. Yeah, so you can see this channel. For me, it's a buying opportunity. Yeah, could go and test this low, definitely. But it's just a 50% to test this low retracement. Yeah, from this level. But the upside, it's on $1 and something now, and the high was $20, $23, $24. Let's assume. Yeah, let's assume this one will not go to, I don't know, $25, $24. We'll go to the half, $12. So if I buy it at 1 and I'll sell everything at $12, could be a good investment on my side? 10x on my investment in 1 year, 2 years from now on? I think so. So you can see the bottom. Yeah, you can see straight up move. This bottom is like a V bottom, should be retested. And now we have that retest. Could go lower, definitely. I should sell my house and buy sushi? No. But I could buy 1% or 0.5 or even below 5%. That's my idea. If you know more fundamentals about this one and you like the coin, okay. But I should buy something some at this level.
It has managed to
You can
hold on
see,
to
right?
those lows. It's just been hanging on to the weekly W low, but that was like that weekly W came in early in the cycle
Yeah.
for most crypto.
I like what I see. It's maybe this is a just a consolidation. Will keep ranging in this one. But if I buy at $1 and I'll sell, you can see top of the range. It's almost $2. You can see a week above the range. I could get a double even in this range. So buy it here, sell half on a double above the top of the range. Probably will go back in the range. I love to see the market bouncing in a range, and if I buy low and sell high, I could have a sell half on a double. I could I could repeat the process until the range will be over. So
That
for me, it's a good opportunity.
they've also had three now bad FUD events because that first dump after the weekly W was something to do with like their runway or they were running out of money or something, and then the SEC went after them a couple weeks ago, and then now they've gotten hacked. So they've made it through all three of those things in the last 6 months.
Yeah, but look at this one. This OBV tells me a different story. Yeah. So the OBV is going up and the price is going down. So you can see the OBV is trying to go up above the highs. Yeah. It's trying to push higher and the price is at the bottom. This OBV tells me a different story. That someone with some smart money they are accumulating at this level. And they don't have any interest to push the market up now. They don't want to scare everyone and get some FOMO kids to buy it at this level. They want the kids to buy it at the top in this environment. So they'll keep quiet and keep accumulating in this area. They'll buy small amounts, small amounts, small amounts, and same wallets. Yeah? But this OBV tells me a different story. So for me, it's definitely a buying opportunity. Could go to zero? Yeah. It's below 5% on my in my trading plan or my investment plan. So if it'll go to zero, it will not be such a big problem for me. But I like the chart. Same idea. What I like, 1 inch. Yeah. Okay, let's put 1 inch.
I hate
I
this.
need to.
Every time I look at, you gotta like type a
Yeah,
letter in first.
yeah,
1 inch always does this.
yeah. I'll find 1 inch. It's not a big deal. I'll find it. Yeah, you can see we are at the level we are trying to buy on. We have this one, but you can see the same idea is close to the lows. Nice OBV, nice W's and the OBV. You can see bullish divergence and nice W's. It's trying to push up the OBV. I mean, and the price is just staying at at the same level. Will take some time. We are still in that range. If you'll ask Stefan could see a power of three in this power of three setup and this one. Definitely can see something like that. You have the manipulation, you have the retest, and now should go up. But it's just a setup. Yeah. But for an investment standpoint, I like this level already. And we have a buying order at what 0.5 at 50 cents actually. So there are some coins buyable. If we get a drop on Bitcoin below, I don't know, below 25K, even 20K, okay, then we'll destroy some altcoins, but will be a buying opportunity for us. From when we started this live stream series, we are in buying opportunities. So any drop, any retracement in price, it's a buying opportunity. Yeah, we are not in a selling opportunity. The selling opportunity was here in the top. Here maybe even on this that get bounced. But now, no. From this point, I'm focusing on accumulating altcoins and Bitcoin. Even Bitcoin looks okay if we'll retrace, I don't know, below 20K or at 20K level. I could buy some. Yeah, my 14K level is still valid. I don't know if I'll get it or not, but I'm still hunting at that level. Now
Bye,
we have
bye, bye.
1 hour and 10 minutes until now. I don't see anything, any request. Yeah, I see Zek.
Oh, somebody asked for
Zeke.
Zeke, and then AGIX, AGIX, which I don't know if AGIX has made its way back down to the bottom yet, but
AGIX. We had this one. This one.
yeah. Did you already look at that one?
I guess we have a level.
You got to look at it on KuCoin to see more data, but that thing was like a huge run up in the whole AI pump from earlier in the year.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Can't touch it.
Sorry, guys. No. No. No, I don't touch something like this. I'm not. I'm not chasing. Yeah, nice OBV, nice everything. Yeah, okay. We have an M, a double top, but I'm not chasing. I'm not chasing. I'll hunt. You can see where my level will be. Yeah, here, and this is my first. You can see this candle at 78.6. This is my first buying area. If I'll see, but we'll probably go back down and retest this W. This small, this you can see the small window of risk. I'm not buying in this environment. No,
It's
I'm not
amazing that
interested in selling and to try to short this one because not the right environment to try to short an altcoin now. But I'll just wait, be patient and wait.
it's funny how they ran that thing up so hard in January, but it really just went right up into the old high and like almost exactly.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
You can see they just let's.
It was like a 10xer though, I think.
What? Just take a look, a deep look. What they do?
It's like a FU. That's insane.
Yeah, exactly what they did. What do you think they took the liquidity from the high and just look at this one, this candle, boof. They just a classic SFU setup, the best one you can take it like an example. This one, huh? They just took the highs and back down, and will probably go back down at the lows. Below my first buying area is 78.6. If and only if I will see a W forming in the 78.6 area. If not, this is my area. You can see. If I'll put a volume profile, you can see where the POC is. Yeah? And you can see the hole in the profile. One, you can see my first buying area, where I want to buy, you can see the POC. If we lose this level, all the way back down to the POC. So I'm not buying this one at this level. I'm okay. I like the project. Yeah, I see some hype, but no. I'll let the public buy it at this level. I'll hunt it lower. I have enough experience to know it's just an altcoin and will probably go to the lows and sometimes will even take the lows. Hey Elvis, you are here. You won. I guess it's the same Elvis. So DM me on Discord. Okay, so the next one.
Well, there's Zcash.
Hey, look at DMAC.
And AVA is that Travala, right?
I'll take DMAC. I'll take DMAC request. So sorry guys. I need to go on lower time frames because I don't have enough history. I can see nothing to do on weekly chart, but I'll do an exception and I'll try to see what we have on Arbitrum. What I see some yams here. Yeah, I see some yams. The indicators, they are just following the price action. Really, it's trying to go and it's oversold already. Is this a buying opportunity? Honestly, no. Why? I don't see a W. For this one, even for me to try to buy this one, I need to see a W, a breakout from that W, and a retest. It's that simple. For me to even think to buy this one. Now, no. I'll not touch this one. If he wants to go from here to 10, straight to $10, so be it. I'll miss the trade. But I'll not buy it in this environment. You can see, you can argue it's a accumulation or it's a distribution pattern. We don't know. Yeah. Someone could buy and accumulate in this area, so someone could unload some Arbitrum at this level. Started from 0.5 and the top was this one. Let's just put it something like that. Yeah. Now you can see where the long reload zone will be. Only what we have on the screen. What I think the price needs to go back at this level, at least. To touch this level. And then if I'll see a W in this area, I could think about buying. For the moment, it's a crowded setup, a crowded chart. Everyone is looking to trade this one, so I prefer to sit out and wait. I have better charts to look at. Yeah,
Yeah, it looks like an ABCD down to the reload zone.
yeah, could be AB equals CD will get us a 61.8, and if we'll see a W, if we'll see some bullish divergence, maybe I could touch it. But we can do an AB equals CD and another CD move to 78.6 and even lower. I don't see any reason to touch this one for the moment, and I prefer not to. I said even on Doge, I post on Twitter. Everyone was hyped about Doge. Yeah, Doge will be the best thing because Elon Musk put it on Twitter. And you saw what happened. Back down at the original place. At least we tried along. We closed some in profit. We moved the stop at scratch and we are stopped out at scratch. So we didn't lose any money because we knew how to manage. Don't FOMO. Wait for a retracement. Use the Holy Grail for a trade and so on. I don't touch this one. Let's take a look at something else. Ah, Elvis, you won, so I don't know if I should take
AVA.
a request. SDT. I did something wrong here. SDT minus. Okay. Let's take a look at. You saw on 4-hour chart. No. Let's take a look at weekly chart so we can. On weekly chart, looks exactly like sushi. Almost exactly. You can see. I like this level to accumulate. Below the probably has some history, has some lower levels. If you look left on different exchanges, I don't see that clear weekly W, but is not going down, is going sideways. So it's a buyable level. If you are dollar cost averaging, here you go, just start accumulating this one. If you are following your plan, you can buy it at this level and sell half on a double. So it's okay. I don't think we should go straight up from this level, but it's a buyable level. I don't think you'll chase. I don't think it's a bad investment to I don't know, buy 0.5 or 1% at this level. So it's 60 cents and the high was $6. You have a 10x. Could go lower? Probably, yeah. Volume profile, you can see what I have on Binance, the pockets above the price. We are just testing the lows now, so definitely a buyable level. You can see by yourself how the OBV is looking. You can see the wheelie was oversold. You can see the W's and the bullish divergence on RSI and MACD. You can see it by yourself. So it's definitely a buyable chart. What he does and if he has a working product, it will be the best thing. I don't know. We spoke about Zach, Kevin.
We
Or was the
didn't.
next one?
No, yeah. Let's get see. I think that Travala is like a hotel points kind of. It's kind of got an interesting product because it's like you can earn Travala for staying in hotels and then earn free hotels and stuff.
This one, same kind of idea. What I don't like on this one, new lows. Yeah. So I don't like the fact that we have new lows. Yeah. Let's just take a look and you see we broke the lows and we broke the lows when the Bitcoin was pumping. Yeah. So didn't had a good reason. Let's dump. Maybe had some bad news, but we can have a power of three, this to be the accumulation, this to be the fake out, and then to do another accumulation here and then up. Yeah, let's see the indicators. As you can see, I don't see anything special on OBV. I see some bullish divergence as on all the altcoins. You have some bullish divergence on MACD, but yeah, you can call it a bullish divergence on RSI. You can see RSI it's a bullish divergence, but for a trade, if you want to hunt a W at the lows, yeah. For an investment, you want to buy this one and sell it 2 or 3 years from now on, yeah. but for anything else, I don't think so. Yeah.
I guess technically it fits my privacy coin interest, but I
Yeah,
don't know.
you
I feel
saw
like
you
Zeke
said
is. I feel like this is gonna kick me in the nuts no matter where I buy it.
no,
Fucking
just
Zeke.
dollar cost averaging, you'll be okay. If you, I don't know, allocate 1 or 2% on dollar cost averaging couple of months, you'll get the almost the bottom.
I think I saw
You
that
have enough
Gainsey
experience.
Gainsey on Twitter was loading up on it. I don't know if that's good or bad. It's
That
probably
doesn't
bad.
matter. Probably, but doesn't matter. We could go sideways for a long time, but from $38 to 70, 70, $80, it's easy peasy for this chart. So you can get your free coins. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
So
definitely has upside.
has upside, but nothing to, I don't know, see on this chart and see like on sushi. Yeah, look at this chart, look at this OBV, look at, no. I don't see anything. Will probably range more and then will go up, but it's in a buyable area for dollar cost averaging at least.
Yeah, and of course, in general, I mean, we're not really ready to just go into a rip and bull. So with all of these, there's gonna be some time. I don't think that we're just gonna go into full on bull market out of nowhere here. I suppose you never
Okay,
know.
last one. Someone asked about bond. So same like on the other charts. Nice location. I don't see new low, so that's good. It's trying to put a weekly W. I don't consider this one a weekly W. Kind of, but not quite. So same idea like on ZEC. You can see some nice W trying to form on OBV, but if you compare it with sushi or 1 inch, you can see the difference in the OBV. Yeah, you can see the difference with naked eye. Yeah, it's in a buyable area or on weekly chart. Maybe wait for a weekly W and then hunt in a long reload zone. Or if you are dollar cost averaging, or you want to, you know this project and it's one of your favorite and you want to buy some, you can nibble a small amount and put some limit orders, for example, at the lows. Yeah. And if you buy here and if you buy here and will go lower, wait for a weekly W and buy the last part of your allocation and then wait for to sell half on a double. I don't have anything against this one. You you can see it's an accumulation state. Yeah, it's not going down. Had a nice pump. That's why this is the perfect example why I say don't chase the market, even on Doge and everything else. Don't chase. And you can see the market goes back down exactly at the original place. And it's in a ranging state and will accumulate even more. Yeah, don't chase. This is the perfect example. Who bought? Someone bought this coin at this level at $25 at the top. And now at $4 is just praying the market to go back up at 24 to sell everything and never touch it. Let's be realistic. Altcoins, they are volatile. Don't chase them. Just work with limit orders. Don't buy anything at market order. Anything is what is not in the, at least in the long reload zone below 61.8. Don't buy it. Just wait for a good location. That's the last one. I don't know, Kevin. What do you say? We
Cool.
have 1 hour and 20 something.
Yeah, it's a good place to stop. Went through a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
I
like,
think it's for a holiday. It's good enough.
I mean, really, and if you're watching us, you should start to see exactly what we're gonna say on all of these. You know, it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, at least on my part, I'm trying to keep things really simple. Why? It's easy to execute. A simple and clear plan, it's easier to execute. You don't have too many moving parts.
Yeah, just be patient. Get your plan together if you don't have it already.
Yeah. So retweet this one if you retweet this tweet if you want to win next time, to have a chance to win. If you like the content, maybe you join us on Discord. like the YouTube video, maybe recommend it to to friends interested in crypto. If you want to join us on Discord, for the moment the Discord link is in the description on the on Linktree. You can see, yeah. We have a free and open invitation for everyone for the moment. At some point we'll probably go on private because too many scammers. Honestly, they
Damn, the
are just
scammers are ramping up right now. It seems like.
yeah. Every day I have to scan the server and I have to kick out scammers who pretend to be me and DM people and promise them they'll double their money in, I don't know, 1 day or 1 week or something like that. I'm not doing something like that. I don't know, do 10, 20, 30% on my account and with a lot of time and effort every day. So if you something is too good to be true, it probably is. So don't. I'm not DMing people on the server and anywhere.
Yeah, and on top of that,
Oh,
there's no referrals or any sort of that kind of shit. So if you see any of that stuff from Crypto Traders Arena, it's not real.
yeah, we don't use referrals. We prefer to people to choose where they want to trade, where do they want to make an account. Our purpose is to help them, not to shield them some referrals. We are not making money from referrals, so I don't want to see something like that on the server. Kevin, you are the best man to to close the live stream, so I'll let you.
Okay, cool. I'll just end with saying, be careful chasing these things into May, and just there's a real good chance we'll see a pullback after May into the early summer, and then maybe a bounce into summer. So like, if things are running up right here, this is a dangerous place to go chasing markets. So just keep that in mind. Really, you shouldn't be chasing at all, but if you have the FOMO going, be careful. And other than that, I guess that's it for this week. We'll see you guys next Sunday, and maybe in the Discord during the week. And I'll just leave it at that and say bye, everybody. Have a good Easter.